Hot diggity dog, y'all, we are back. I literally just hit the stop button on our last recording, walked my dog, and now we're back. So let's jump straight into the beginning here of chapter 2. You can see it's literally right where we left off.
He carries the princess with him. They'll not be able to travel far.
Again, just to revisit what happened in the prologue here, some of Duke Coltana's men came and tried to take the princess while she was praying at the church here. We dealt with them, but Delita snuck in through the back and now has taken the princess with him. So now I think we're gonna try to pursue him.
You mean to give chase?
What else? I will not return to the crown in shame.
Well, you'll have no help from us. Our agreement said naught of this.
Gafgarian, his code is literally the contract he signs as far as a mercenary and what the job entails. This doesn't cover it. He's probably not going to want to go with us.
I would not accept your help if you offered it.
Agrias, love her.
A true knight is all too eager to set right what they have let go amiss. The Lion's Guard will serve the king's justice. Lavian, Alicia, we leave at once. Elder Simon, are you hurt?
The princess. What of the princess?
She is taken. I am sorry. But you may put your fears to rest. We go to rescue her.
No, milady, you mustn't. You would only throw your own life away.
Your worry will find no purchase with me. A knight is oath-bound to render aid.
I want to go with you. I'll be no trouble to you, I swear it.
Okay, Ramza obviously wants to get to the bottom of this as well. Maybe he doesn't exactly want any coin for it, but he saw Delita alive and now is wondering how and then what is Delita up to?
Don't be an idiot, Ramza. This is no concern of ours.
I must go. I must know if it's truly him.
The boy, eh? Well, there it is. Gods know where this path will lead us.
So we can infer that after the events of chapter 1 there, Ramza, he left behind the Order of the Northern Sky and somehow found his way to Gafgarian as a mercenary. Because Ramza, he is a badass on the battlefield, so probably not too hard for him to find some sort of employment in battle. The Manipulative and the Subservient, Chapter 2. And we got some new party members. We got Lad here, used to be Rad. We might rename him.
On my honor.
We got Alicia here. We're going to take all three of these characters, by the way, because they are generic characters. And we got Levian. They are generic characters, but they are storied characters where their names don't change between playthroughs. And they have a purpose, because Lad there, part of Ramza's mercenary band, and the other two are part of Agrias's Lion Guard.
Fine mess.
And then we got Gafgarian as a guest character, ends up coming along with us. And we got Agrias as a guest character.
You have my gratitude.
And because we have guest characters, that means when the battle formation comes along, yeah, we're gonna have to sacrifice some of our, or bringing some of our characters. We're not gonna be able to get a full party. So we can just go straight into the first mission here, and then we'll kind of talk about some new things in chapter 2 as far as game mechanics that they're gonna introduce to us. So we're back to Dorter here. We were already here before, but we were in the Dorter slums, and now we're not in the slums. So I like when we revisit a location, but at a different spot. And we get to bring 3, kind of an uphill battle for here. Maybe not bring our archer.
My turn.
Let's bring our black mage. We kind of sacrificed our black mage last time to the front line.
Do my best.
And that's basically what led them to just be dead the entire fight. But I think sending them out there to get that little bit of damage off made a difference.
A purse of 5,000 gil per head.
So we have this fancy looking knight here.
'Tis coin I lack, not wits. 20,000. Or you can stick 'em yourself.
Mayhap you forget the ease with which men are branded heretics.
Threats, is it? 10,000 then.
7,000. I will offer no more.
Fine. Let it never be said that I was aught but a pious man.
So, if we just want to stop and look at the words they're using, heretic, pious, these are religious kind of have like religious affiliations. So, mayhaps we can infer that this knight here it works for some sort of religious order.
I pray your newfound piety lends itself not to mercy. They will be here soon, and I shudder to think of your fate, should any of them survive. No sooner speak the devil's name than he doth appear.
So, he's hiring them to basically stop us.
You've work to do. Best be about it.
I love his reaction here.
Gods be good, that's Sir Gafgarian. 7,000 ahead for this.
He's like, I got just screwed in that deal. Because Gafgarian, he is a renowned badass, essentially.
An ambush. This day grows lovelier by the hour.
Gafgarian's just like, fine, I guess we'll deal with these dudes. Meanwhile, the enemy's sitting there thinking, dude, we're dead here.
If you'd not fight, the road home lies behind you.
Oh, while I make no habit of charity, I could not well abandon so goodly a wench to rogues.
Do not patronize me, sir.
I love their banter. Now, these fights here, they're going to be a cakewalk. Gafgarian and Agrius both have those knight sword abilities. Very powerful. Really hard to deal with. This is another map where the camera may be a little bit of an issue. We're going to make sure to zoom out. There we go. And with Ramza, really nothing's changed with him. Still level 11. And we can actually probably just zoom by this fight because there's no big story moments. So in encounters like this, just trigger on the fast forward button, and those two will do most of the work, honestly. Our white mage is about to get absolutely demolished. And I'm wondering if our auto potions didn't proc last encounter for that last fight because we don't have any auto potions. That may be a thing. Alright, so we have our black mage here. Kind of hard to get a good camera angle, but this is going to hit 3 of them. And that'll do. Our knight here, just get right up into the action. See if we can get a shot off. Oh, not going to kill that archer. But if we do the aim 3, we're going to kill him before, or we're not going to kill him before he gets his aim shot off. But now I guess we'll kill him afterwards. I'm wondering if that's the play. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that. No, we have auto potions. Okay. I was wondering if we were out of stock. Gosh. So much damage they just dealt to us. And the only reason we survived so long is because we have so much, like, auto potions. Lovely. Gafgarian doing his job. That Shadow Blade he has is very good. It's got range, instant cast, doesn't miss, does damage, and then also heals himself. So a little bit of like a leeching ability. We should probably take out the archer here. A little bit more of a nuisance for our backline. 72%. I want our aura blast here. A little bit better. No. Okay. Oop, don't want to heal. Perfect. And then our healer. We're going to cure ourselves, and I think we're going to try to do it. We're going to do it on the unit, and then we're going to move right between our allies here. Agrius killing them all. Perfect. See, Chemist can't do that. Can't heal a bunch of people. Chemists are really good, by the way. We'll talk more about Chemist probably next episode. And then for you, Black Mage, let's just get them all the way up there. And then just keep casting some powerful magic to deal with these two. Question is, do we want to kill the Black Mage? Obviously, we do. We're not going to do it in time before they get off their Fyra, but our Knight's pretty tanky. But I don't think they can survive a friendly fire blast from our Black Mage. But this This archer here, super dead. Aim 7. Yeah, look at that. 72 damage. Love it. I didn't realize that that black mage was targeting my knight there. So that kind of changes the whole dynamic there. But there, ooh, 95% chance to freaking hit. And it's at 5%. I swear this game, if it's not 100% chance, I feel like it misses like more often than I feel like it should percentage wise. So just never feel comfortable unless it's 100%. We can run up here and we can just res our knight. 83% chance. Okay, that's good enough. Oof. Talking about percentages, and that one worked out in our favor. Agrius there. Yeah, we'll talk about Agrius a little bit later as far as her stats and what she's really good at. But she's kind of an all-rounder. We can just cure or handle these two right here, right now. Ramza's gonna get hit, but he'll be okay. Actually, it's not gonna. They're curing themselves. Black mage using white mage abilities, and vice versa. Just a good combination because they're both magic casters. But we can just hit the. I mean, 100% chance. Why not? Now they're not going to be curing anybody but themselves. I mean, heck, even Ramza here might just end it. Yep. And then there's just a thief. Gafgarian and Agrius actually didn't do as much heavy lifting as they would. It's not like our team is super, I would say, hit it out. We're only level 11. See Agrius there, level 10. So we're on par with the levels.
We cannot linger. We must find Lady Ovelia.
Okay.
And how shall we do that? Call out her name and hope she comes running?
Her captors have but one place to go. The impenetrable walls of Fort Besselat.
Then we must lose no time.
Remember, Duke Goltana, that's where that fort is in the east side of Ivalice. That's one of the strongest strongholds in Ivalice, so it just makes sense that that's where they would go. Ramza did the most there? Sweet. So we are heading east. So there's the fort there. And I like it because you can see that it's wedged right between these two like mountain ranges here. Now, here's a new game mechanic in chapter 2 that is introduced to us. Go to your tavern.
Welcome.
And we have these things called errands here. And essentially these are free job points and also gil for your generic soldiers. This is why taking Rad, Levian, and Alicia there is not a bad idea, because you can get them up to speed with the rest of your party really quick, or you can use these on just your regular party members. So if we just want to use Lettuce, Evangeline, and Lad, I usually just send them for the most amount of dispatch days, but you spend a small fee there, and then for achievement, and then for 13 days they're going to be on this mission. Now this used to be a bigger problem, not a bigger problem, but a little bit more annoying in the other version because of random battles. But because we can freely travel between nodes, in each node you go to, it takes up a day. Doing these is, again, it's free JP. And they can fail, but the chances of failing are very low.
Welcome. You're interested.
And we'll just see what reward we get here.
Right then.
'Tis my pleasure to announce that we succeeded.
A little bit of lore behind it.
Every way possible.
And so we
With
succeeded
this,
this. We'll talk about it a little bit, but 161 JP, 14,000 gil. We didn't do anything for that. So these are really easy to just chew through, and you want to check them at every city node here. And again, what makes them so good is we can flee every battle, so we're not being dragged down by having to do these long battles in between these days. And you can see there's even more here. So off screen, I'm going to be basically completing all these, and you should do these as well, because again, they're free. Additionally, with chapter 2, let's check in with Ramza and his unique class, because he has a new ability. So at the beginning of every chapter, check in with Ramza as far as his new, or what maybe he's learned, because now we have Steel. This is going to raise our characters. It kind of looks like tailwind here, where we can target somebody and it'll give them speed. Steal, on the other hand, we can target somebody or ourselves, and it'll give us 5 bravery for that battle. But additionally, outside of that battle, it'll raise our bravery by 1 every time we use it, and that'll max out at 97 outside of combat. In combat, you can bump your bravery up to 100, but as soon as you leave combat, it'll go down to what your permanent bravery count is, and that permanent bravery count stops at 97. So hopefully that makes sense, but this is a fantastic skill here that you definitely want to pick up, because we want our bravery as high as possible, because bravery is tied to damage in some cases, but more importantly, it's what is it's based off of our reaction, how likely our reaction is to proc. So if we have 97 bravery, we have a 97% chance to proc our reaction when the conditions are met. This is also what makes Auto Potion such a great reaction, because anytime we take damage, Auto Potion will proc. So that's why I love Auto Potion. Speaking of potions, we would do well
What is it you're selling?
to now sell off all of our potions, our regular potions,
Are you happy? A pleasure.
and then replace them with high potions. Now every time we get hit with our Auto Potion reaction, we're going to be getting healed for 70 health. It's going
Would
to keep
that
us
be all
alive
right?
for
Catch your eye?
basically all of Act 2. And I'm just going to buy
you
about
happy?
20. You could probably max it out at 99 if you want to. It's only 13,000 gil. But I don't know.
May I
I still have to upgrade my equipment here and kind of give everybody new stuff. And I haven't done really any grinding, so I don't know how much money I'm going to have left over. But I'll leave it at that for now. So definitely replace your potions there, do all the errands, and we're just going to jump right into the next battle. And this is another battle, kind of not necessarily a throwaway, but this just teaches you about mechanics. So we're going to get Ramza, we're going to put him right here. We're going to take our archer. We're going to take our knight.
Of course.
Also going to take our
I
healer.
shall do my best.
Before we begin, I want to check in on Ramza's progression as a monk. So monks can learn revive. They also have their self-heal with chakra. They're just amazing. But shockwave. I'm wondering if I want to take shockwave now or revive. I'll take shockwave right now. And then we can kind of call it a day. Oh, actually, our white mage here. Let's go ahead and give them protect and shell. Protect will guard us from, or it'll decrease the damage of physical attacks. Shell for magical attacks. And then I think we'll take the second tier of cure. And that's all we'll do for right now. Obviously, if you're playing along,
No turning
spend
back.
more time unlocking abilities and finding out basically what they do and finding out what works for you. Me, I'm just kind of speedrunning these parts because it's more important to do those things off screen so you guys don't have to see me fiddling with all that. So we got these goblins. They've surrounded this chocobo here. In the last episode, I found it very interesting that at the windmill, the chocobo there that we fought,
I've seldom seen a chocobo
His name is
so
Baco.
deep in the woods.
An adult-pated bird to wander in this goblin-ridden place.
So similar to basically chapter 1 there with Argath, you can choose to help it, or you can say, if we save it, we save it. If we don't, we don't. If we help it, if the chocobo dies, we're going to fail our missions. If we don't want to help it, it can die and we won't fail. But either way, we're going to still have this chocobo recruitable at the end of this fight. And sometimes the enemy AI is dumb and the chocobo might kill itself. I just, you know what, we're good people. We're gonna try to save the bird.
Delita once mentioned that wild chocobos were hardier than domesticated breeds.
Again, Delita, he just knows so much. He's very knowledgeable. Ramza, why aren't you?
Perhaps we could use it.
You intend to save the creature? I'd rather line my purse with gil than feathers.
It's like, maybe we should just poach the bird instead.
Still, it may help us save the princess.
It won't. It won't. I have a love-hate relationship here with Baco. Stupid bird. I feel like he's gonna
Leave
die.
it to me.
Alright, Gafgarian, you get in there. You do what you gotta do. I just want to take a look at at the bird real quick. Yeah, it is Baco too. I think they had different zodiac signs, but it's just interesting that they generated that same name for that fight there. These dudes are level 13 and so. Okay. Just making sure we're staying on level. For Ramza though, we just got to get straight in there and help out the bird. Unfortunately, none of these enemies are in a line, but Shockwave here, very, very long distance. And again, it's a line shot here. So anybody caught in this line, now it does have a height restriction with it, but it's still really good. 16 damage. Oh, something is off with monk damage here. I should be hitting a little bit harder than that. But we did bring Evangeline, and I did that because if that bird needs to get healed, we have somebody who can do it. Chocobos can heal themselves as well, but again, I'm not going to rely on the AI to do it. Let's see here. We got our archer. We'll do an aim +1, 24 damage. Perfect. Our knight, honestly, auto battle. I'm just gonna send him in there. He'll be completely fine controlling himself. You can do that for some characters. It's almost like you set some characters that almost have like basic instructions of they're just gonna go there and hit stuff. Completely fine just to set them on auto battle, and they'll be in the case of the knight there, they're so tanky anyways that I'm fine just leaving them. We missed the Gafgarian quote. Fuck. My bad. Now we need to get Ramza straight in there. Ooh, should we deal with the goblin first? No, I don't think we need to right now. We need to get closer to Baco. Have our white mage. No, we're gonna have our white mage get in there, and instead we're gonna cast protect. Oh, we're just one range out of it for being able to cast it on Baco there. We're gonna cast it on Ramza instead, even though he probably doesn't need it. Oh, bird smart, bird good bird. I've never seen him do that. And then yep, Damon, our knight, he's gonna be completely secure over there. Yes. Good. Okay. Because these goblins, they do nothing but physical damage, so protect, perfect with them. We can't get a good shot off with this guy here, but 21 damage. Oh, guys, I'm loving Archer. I don't know if it's because I haven't used Archer in a long time, but I'm loving it. Oof. Another great thing about knights there. Let's keep fluffing up the knights there. They have shields, so even when enemies counter, they have a great chance of just blocking it, because as we level up and as we get better equipment, the shields are just going to get better and better percentages for blocking those type of attacks. And then doesn't block the blindness there. So, you know, we're not at that point yet where the shields are really good, but we'll get there. Gonna tackle our white mage. Let's see if we can get Gafgarian to do one of his sword quotes. Nope. Gafgarian levels up. Alright, we should be making short work of this now. 28 damage. I'm really gonna have to dive into Monk here and see what's going on under the hood as far as their damage. You guys let me know if you're taking a Monk. Do you feel like they're doing as much damage as they used to? I wonder if they caught a nerf, because Monks were really, really strong in the OG version. Like, they punch for a crap ton. On top of having all the skills that they have. Oh, Agris, love it. Judgment Blade there has a chance to stop enemies. Really good. Can't see because they're behind this tree. This is another map where camera can be a little finicky. Now our archer here can end them. And yeah, I think we'll just do that. I love it. You can see on their little enemy UI there, 22. That is when they're going to have their turn next. So they're going to be stuck there for a long, long time. Little qualities of life, so we can make sure we can see everything on one screen. Beautiful. So this mission, we succeeded. I'm definitely worried about this one. I feel like eventually we will run into an encounter where we're going to have to reset because things just go wrong, but not today. Get our white mage in there. Might as well just get a hit off. 12 damage, sure. Agris, are you going to give us a sword quote? Nope. I kind of wish the chants would proc a little bit more because I love hearing them. They're so good. And then that's basically the fight. We just need to clean up the last goblin there. And then once we get Baco, he's really a mechanic to show off how monsters work in this game. Because Chapter 3, we're going to introduce poaching. Very important.
It seems well enough.
A lucky one, this. Let's hope he's got a sense of gratitude, eh?
The bird's probably like, you are my owners now? Good. I am your friend. So animals, monsters. Let's get to the screen here. I'm pretty sure it'll... Yeah, okay. Yep, we'll take you, Baco. We'll take you. He's our first monster character. Before we get there, Baco here, periodically, while we're traveling around between days, he will lay eggs. Those eggs will hatch more chocobos. Those chocobos have a chance of hatching as a higher tier of chocobo. Every monster has 3 tiers of power. So, yellow chocobo there, and then the black chocobo, and then the red chocobo. Red chocobo obviously being the most powerful. And when we eventually get poaching, when you poach an enemy or your own friendly monsters, you can get a carcass out of them, and it's either going to be a regular or a rare version. This mechanic becomes really game-breaking in Chapter 3. And we're kind of we'll make sure everybody's set up, or we'll go over how to get basically overpowered. We're going to use it as an ace in a hole when we get to that point. But if you just kind of want to break the game, we'll show you how. But just know that that's how monsters work. And so Baco's going to illustrate it. Let's see if we can get him to lay an egg. So we'll show that off real quick. But I am going to get rid of Baco. Chocobos don't have anything that is exclusive. Pleased to meet you. I think that is the achievement for eggs. And look, we got two black chocobos. So that's actually really good. Chocobos are really good. So if you want to use a chocobo as a beast, just as an ally in combat, perfectly fine. But as far as poaching and getting materials out of them, not the greatest. There's nothing exclusive from them, but there are from other monsters that we will talk about. I don't want Baco sitting here shitting out birds in my inventory or in my party formation here while I'm going around. I am going to get rid of them. I don't want them. I'm sorry, Baco. I don't want a bunch of birds in my inventory or my party menu here. If you want to keep Baco around, I have no sentimental value towards that thing, because there's so many times where you're traveling along, you have Baco in there, and then you come back and you look at your party formation and there's just birds everywhere. You're like, what the Baco, what happened? So just be warned there. Now, before we get to the next fight, and this is probably the last fight of the video, go ahead, head to your guest menu. Gafgarian, I don't think you're going to need any of this equipment. That's just what I'm feeling. You can also take item off him as well, I think. Actually, nope, can't mess with his abilities. But go ahead, take all of Gafgarian's stuff off him, and then we can just go straight into the next fight. Sweet. So this is a very notorious encounter here. This can't be a little tough, but this is just very memorable fight here. So this is definitely one where we're not going to be speeding up the time.
My turn, is it?
Just bring our standard party. Make sure everybody's got a lot of range. I think we're good to go. Soon enough, we'll be able to bring our full party, but again, because we have guest characters, it's like, yeah, you can only bring 3 of your generics.
Stand aside, sir. You are surrounded.
Well, it seems like Delita's got himself in a little bit of a pickle.
Surrender the princess, and no more blood need be spilt.
Do you so enjoy the taste of lies? Your orders are to see the princess dead. And once I've watched you feed the Falls her blood, I'm to believe you'd let me live. A witness to your crime.
What could we possibly gain by Lady Ivalice's death? We wish only to see her freed from the Black Lion's claws.
Your Highness!
Remember, Northern Skies, that is Dice Star's group, that is Duke Larg's side.
Agrius? Agrius!
Agrius Oaks of the Lion's Guard, is it? An untimely interruption. Gafgarian, you know what to do. Kill them all!
A change of plans. But a contract is a contract after all.
Garion, no! Who could have seen this coming?
What is the meaning of this? You would betray us!
Betray you? You have a viper's tongue, milady. I betray no one. I'm in the Order's employ, and they are of it. My task was to see the princess safely abducted. And theirs, to see those responsible silenced.
You mean to say the kidnapping was a ruse?
The princess is an obstacle to the throne. So long as she lives, the threat remains that someone could assert her claim above Prince Orinus's. 2 heirs is one too many.
And once she is slain, the blame will be placed at Goltana's feet.
We'll kind of go over what's going on after they're done talking.
The stroke that fells a problem princess at once brings down a rival lion. That was no doubt Larg's plan all along. Or was it his? Such a plot has more the feel of Dice Dog's thinking. Would you not agree, Ramza?
That one has the right of it, Ramza. Come, let us earn our pay.
Yet again he would see sacrifices made of the weak and innocent. No. I will not allow her to be another Tetra. This vile charade has gone on long enough. It ends now.
Oh, I love the grit that Ramza has. He sounds like he's matured from chapter 1. Let's make sure they're not going to talk at the beginning of the fight here. So we got to protect the princess. Yes,
Right.
betrayal.
Time to earn my keep.
Stand aside.
I'm pretty sure Delita could take all these guys on his own, because he has also Knight Swords.
You're mine.
Didn't get the KO there. Now this is why we took
Come then.
Gafgarian's stuff off him, because now he doesn't have his own Knight Sword, and that could be a problem
Delita,
here.
you live.
Alright, let's talk about what the political maneuvering that they were doing there. So the plan was for Duke Larg's men, the Northern Sky, to disguise themselves as Goltana's men to come and abduct the princess. Gafgarian was sent to basically escort the princess, but to ensure that she was abducted. That didn't happen. And then they were going to use that, the fact that these Goltana's men came and took the princess, and then they're going to blame Goltana for it because I think at this point the king is dead. So the king has a son, and then Princess Ivalice here. The son is much younger, but the queen is in possession of the son, and the queen again, the queen is Duke Larg's sister. So that's obviously they're trying to politically maneuver to put the son as the heir to the throne, or the rightful heir, the only heir, and then he will become king. And then they basically want to denounce Duke Goltana and the council, saying that they tried to stage this assassination attempt on Ivalice, or they actually did assassinate Princess Ivalice. So it was all staged, but something went wrong. Delita got involved.
So I do. And you? Ever your lord brother's faithful hound?
It's almost like a double turncloak symbol, or how else do you put it? Where they were initially going to be Duke Goltana's men, or Duke Larg's men disguised as Duke Goltana's men, but those guys were replaced by Delita and Delita's men as Duke Goltana's men, even though they weren't actually. So a little bit of like double sabotage there.
Are you mad? I knew naught of any of this. What of you, Delita? You now play party to their plot.
So now the question is, who's Delita party to? Whose side is he on?
You think I would cast my lot with them? Surely you know me better than that. Listen well, Ramza. My objective is to rescue the princess. I would free her from the clutches of they who would use her, and see that she is granted the station she deserves.
Such grand words might well rouse, had they not come from one with nary a hair above his lip. If you would lie, boy, at least lie well. You were just another mercenary. You were paid to take the princess.
I love this. Gafgarian straight up just calling Delita out and saying like, okay, man to man here, mercenary to mercenary. Who paid you? Who informed you of our plot? How did you get involved?
Now be honest with yourself and with me. Name the man who bought your sword.
I sell my sword to no one. Do not count me among your lot.
Spare me the lecture. I ask for a name.
I mean, Gafgarian's having nothing of it. He's like, no, somebody hired you. Who was it?
You'd have me believe some bright-eyed pup caught wind of this plan and rescued the princess in the name of justice. Who gives you your orders? Who told you of this plot?
I would sooner cross swords than words.
He's basically taking a stance of like, I'm not talking. But I think Delita deep down knows, okay, Gafgarian, you're onto something, but I'm not spilling the beans.
Come on.
All right, now we get into the mix. Let's go ahead and hit this nice line here with Shockwave. Not punching as hard as I wanted to, but still, that's good damage. Our white mage here, go ahead and cast a lot of physical damage dealers here. Ramza's in the thick of it, so we'll have him cast Protect, and then one of our characters will go stand beside him.
Tell me, sir, are you friend or foe?
I am a human being. No different from you.
Kind of dodging the question there. Kind of leaving his motivations a little obscure.
I fear nothing.
I don't think those knights... Ooh. Breaking his gear. I believe Delita will be okay, though.
Leave it to me.
67 damage? Dang. That's a boatload of damage.
Hold on, Your Highness. I'm coming to help.
Yes, Agrius, please.
Do not be so sure of that.
Have you any idea what you do? The path you tread leads only to perdition. She is a princess true, the sister of the late king ere she was made his daughter. To lay a finger on her is treason.
Yeah, so the king had a very, very young sister. Or the king before the current king. Very young. And then the current king adopted her as his daughter because she was just a babe. It's it's a little bit hard to explain, but I think that's the way of it.
Of that I am well aware. But your daughter of a king stands in the way of a king-to-be.
So they're talking about the prince.
Princess or no, her worth is spent. And those born of kings do not outlive their worth.
Do you mean to mock her and the crown both?
No more than we are mocked. Have you once seen a man of royal blood stay his hand when a commoner blocked his way? The only difference is that those of royal blood are protected by lackwits like you, who swear fealty without even a thought. Even should the princess live, it would only be as a pawn in another's game. To kill her now is a mercy.
See, in the case of the prince, currently, he's really young. I think he's like 2 or something like that. So he's clearly not going to be in charge. It's either going to be the queen or Duke Larg. So it's who's pulling the strings behind these heirs.
Then it is a mercy I will not see done. This world has no need for your contorted brand of justice. Right.
Using Judgment Blade. Good. Get our archer into the mix. Ugh, kind of on the low ground here. I don't even know if we might be able to get a shot off here. Yep. When does he go? 5. Oh, perfect. Let's just get Gafgarian's actually not a threat here, because he has no gear. We're gonna go for the knight. And then we will use our black mage here to just nuke them. Perfect. Protect. Aegis, so the princess there, she's completely fine. It's a really strong spell she uses. Only guest characters get it, because it's very OP. Hit him with the bow.
Damn it! Best cut my losses.
See, there's that teleport technique again. They just sometimes they just decide to use him like, I'm gonna leave now. I'm just gonna go. In
Prepare yourself.
another game, same director, Tactician Reborn, characters do the same thing, but they use an item. It's called like a sandstone or something like that, where they throw that out and that gets them away. And this, they're just like, we just teleport. Shockwave. It's doing alright. Kind of want to hit a little bit harder. Cura, this is the second tier. Are we going to get it off in time? I think it'll be fine. I just don't want their guy to run into it and then get himself cured. So I think instead... Oh, maybe we do just do it. No, I think we'll... I don't want to cure him. And the only person that on our party that needs cure is Ramza there. And see, yeah, now he's running away. Stay in that line. Delita, he's going to be fine over there all on his own. Oh, he uses potion. Very nice. 42. Oh, God. Okay. Poor Ramza. Oh, there we go. So Agrias she's a really good white mage too. We'll talk more about her a little bit later on. See if we can kill any of these. Okay, we can get him pretty low. And then that'll be perfect for follow-up Thunder. I love it. Archer, single target damage, always hits. Black mage, AoE damage. Very good combination.
I'm grateful.
We might upgrade our black mage to a summoner. The summoners are also very strong magic casters. A little bit different.
This is bad.
Perfect. Delita, just keep using there. Now, usually he uses, at least in the War of the Lions, I think he uses another sword ability. It's called Hollow Bolt. It's really strong. We'll use it a little bit later. We'll get access to it a little bit later on, but super powerful ability. Now we can cure up Ramza. I just want to make sure nobody's going to move around accidentally. Nope, we're good. There's not that one knight down there. I don't know what he's doing. Perfect. Everybody's topped off. This knight just going to cure himself. Agrias, handle that guy down there. 18. Gosh, their ability's not hitting very hard. We can just get to the high ground though. And just rain death from above. Oh man, this height advantage is great. I wonder if we should just help out Agrias. Or we'll just take out this guy actually. Yep. Where he gets his turn. Black Mage, I need you to go down and start helping out Agrias with this last knight here. 58 damage. Ooh, magic does so much damage. Oh. I'm gonna really hate having to take the Black Mage off. So that's why I'm questioning if I even want to. Ramza, why don't you give him a good shockwave? And then there was one. Well, hopefully Delita can deal with that other guy. Fundament. A little bit of experience in JP while we're here. And this fight should be clean. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen Delita go down in this fight. Stop. Good, that's a great status effect there. I wonder if we should help out Delita. It's talking him up, but he might just go down over there. And then this guy, we just hit him with our strongest spell. And hopefully that'll wrap things up. Pop. You're dead. You're gonna die to our archer. And this is actually a great time to just start using steel, because first we probably want bump Ramza's steel or bravery all the way up to 97. And that's the fight. Now we need to ask a question. Delita, what's going on here, dude? How'd you get involved? Hopefully he'll talk to us.
Let the princess with me. She will be safer in my care.
I don't know about that.
Delita, what is this game you play with us?
Game? I do no more than speak the truth. You've made an enemy of the Order of the Northern Sky. So tell me, where would you now take her? The Order will send its most capable to capture you. Do you truly believe you can elude them with the princess slowing your escape?
It's kind of a backhanded comment to the princess.
Well,
Think, Ramza. This was Duke Larg's plan, and he would not act without counsel of the Queen.
As such, you cannot trust the crown. Would you turn to Goltana then? No, that would be folly. He would only offer up your heads in hopes of keeping his own.
And what, sir, would you propose?
I would do only that which you, my lady, cannot.
And what exactly is that?
Very well. I shall leave her with you for yet a while longer.
Doesn't answer the question.
Delita, I did not think we'd meet again, but I'm glad we have.
It was Teacher. She watched over me then, as she does now.
So, Teacher saved Delita somehow.
Know that you go with my thanks, Sir Delita.
You know, last time those two were together, he punched her straight in the gut, and now she's thanking him.
I hope this meeting is not our last, Ramza.
And doesn't even say anything back to her. Come on.
I owe you my thanks as well. But in aiding us, you've made yourself an enemy of the Northern Sky.
This is the path I've chosen. I have no regrets. Let us consider our options, few though they are. We've no allies to whom we can turn.
We could make for Lionel, and entreat the aid of its lord, Cardinal Delacroix.
Delacroix, love the name. So, Lionel, that is to the south.
The Church of Glabados rules there. Even Duke Larg would think twice ere making an attempt upon the princess.
Cardinal Delacroix. Servant of the Father and formidable warrior both. He won many a victory in the 50 Years' War. Yes. I dared to hope a man such as he would not turn a blind eye to Lady Ivalice's plight. Very well. We make for Lionel.
So, we have these political parties here. You know, we have Duke Goltana, Duke Larg, but there are other powers in Ivalice as well. The church, so the cardinal here, he is somebody who has enough power and influence that either one of those dukes, or at least Duke Larg, wouldn't dare try to cross him. At least openly. So, now we're going south. We've got a couple locations to tackle before we get to Lionel there. So it's way south. But I think that'll wrap it up for this episode here. Remember to do your errands, and as far as leveling and grinding goes, this chapter is going to end around level 20. So that's where we want to be at the end. If you wanted to, I would say maybe get up to level 15 if you want to do some leveling. I might get to level 15, but we will check back in at where our party's at the beginning of next episode. But until then, guys, any comments, anything you have to say about the story so far, any questions, feel free to drop them below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace and take care. You can tell I've been talking way too much, doing like double duty here because now my words are all getting all twisted and too much coffee. Anywho,